Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about SD strategies. Let's go. The bot controller this strategy that allows a human shield. How did I get 50 HC solo? I used out so that the dummies wouldn't attack me and I left it in the center of the map so I could run longer. It's like a human shield. When I played on Xbox I would log into the other account from my cell phone to leave the doll there in the middle for the dummies and soldiers to override is another strategy that I ended up using in 2021. It's another pacifist strategy that no one uses. I also pressed the analog sticks on my cell phone and Xbox, the cell phone to distract the dummies and the controller to get away. Maybe this can be used on mobile. To work the use of PC or even console, and have a cell phone to put the dummy bot in the game together in the 50 solo streak mode. There was also the corner glitch that unfortunately no longer exists due to Roblox. I was very angry about this. I recommend it to pacifists. But if you want to use it for gears, only use it if it is an empty server. In the top option. Like this was a very good advantage for a pacifist. In the corner you could enter the block and pass by Imp Neon Blaster and Imp Tsunami. Like using corner glitch in corners that go beyond the wall and you were teleported in the middle causing more advantage in the game when you played. My runs were based on that too. Cauterize Sandstorm by simply placing a trowel. It doesn't cause damage, very little more give to hold. If you are with a team you can hold it to use it for healing. To use who is for pacifist. Strategy for killbots: don't stay in the corners, stay where you can see the killbots in mystery. And killbots you have to pay close attention for about 2 seconds. First always turn your camera for 2 seconds when they are not shooting. When they are shooting you dodge that. That's all you have to do to cauterize turn to see those shots going around and getting in the way of you passing well. Yes. A guy getting in front of you and being a human shield might help. It gets easier or someone stays in the middle and attracting the killbits shots upwards as I always do. For the pacifist. How to avoid thunderstorms. If you're lucky enough to find a high place, you can jump and freeze for 10 seconds in midair. This will help you stay safer during thunderstorms. A strategy I used in PUBG 2020. Okay, how to counter Overseer Soldier in PUBG. Imagine he's coming towards you. Random. You can jump around them and dodge the explosions, but if there's a couple coming from different directions it's hard. Yes, if you stay close to him jumping, of course, you won't get hit, or even if you jump behind him. He won't be able to punish you when several people come. Try turning your character 60 degrees, you won't get hit by the calculations. When you jump, I think there's a pixel that isn't hitting you. You simply have to find that pixel to avoid being hit. Very precise type. Or another strategy that I also use is simply the same thing I said about the storm. It's on top of a higher place. At least find the block size on the warehouse map that is the minimum size for safe Overseer soldiers. These places are also safe over the soldiers, these holes and the ledge, jumping. This will help you a lot in the upper left and right corner areas. This is enough for all Overseer soldiers, but you have to get it pixel perfect for that. Why do I stay in the middle? Because the middle has closer obstacles. You can also get to the store or home faster, and if you fall into the DT, you can also pass through it from the edge of the map, which also gives you a huge advantage in disasters that might strike. In case you didn't know, Pac-Man also doesn't activate in seconds, which means you can run away quickly. Also, if you stand on opposite sides, it's not good because one is far from the store. Left side, right side, you're close to the store, but it has the disadvantage of reaching very distant places. And the midpoint is only 1050 studs to reach all distances. It's faster and also for future disasters. Well, acid rain, surviving is easy, but when you stay in the spawn lobby and on the red border, you don't take damage. Staying in the nearby regions that are also safe on the roof is the best option. The cake disaster: to cauterize you just run with the katana or look for a nearby wall to do the wall clip, or the third option is to slide on top of the cake, or the fourth option, run around the corner the wall gets stuck on the wall at the top, so they can't catch you. Noob's disaster: first option, just dash with your katana. Second option, you can use an umbrella to glide over them. Third option, you can use the wall to get stuck in the corner at the top of the map border. Fourth option, you can do the freezing glitch using a rocket to get stuck in the air. Fifth option, for noobs, if you stand close to them and collide, you do a mega jump, but sometimes it doesn't work. For it to work, you must stand between the noob's arms and push them by jumping forward. This might work. Sixth option, use freezing when they are about to attack you. This will help them get stuck, allowing players to block them. Seventh option, if you use the dark heart on a wall, you can blocks between them. 8th option, just stay in the house. Pac-Man stands still in the upper corners or slides the umbrella, the mine spawn, just get out of the spawns quickly, and the nuclear bomb disaster. This is interesting if you are okay to run away. But in the combos that are used in this disaster, when he plans to fall into the spawn, you use the freeze to not take damage, making your mission to survive easier. Epic Duck, well, just run, use an umbrella, or climb into the corner so he can climb up and teleport, giving you time to run. Barrel Boy is good at dodging barrels. There are Barrel Boy frames that can be easily engraved if you memorize the specific frames you want. Second option, you can freeze between barrels. Third option, you can glide with an umbrella. Press down, just go down, but the second option, just fly freezing in the air. Alex Neutron's disaster, you can stand underneath him and take no damage. Sometimes, second option, you can stand underneath him and freeze the balls so they don't hit the ground. Slenderman, you can put the wall to take less damage. 2. Hide in a place that has no exit on the sides or in the middle. The Sniper is good to stay in the shop, is one of the best options to be protected. Murderer, well, a lot of people die in this because they don't know what to do. If you don't know, you can use a trowel on the killers. They won't catch you, don't be afraid. Guests and bloogers are the same thing as noobs, and I already explained that. It's better for zombies to stay in high places so they can't reach you, or freeze to stay still. It's also the same noob strategy. Soccer balls is raining tacos, just go to the shop or stay in the corner flying with the umbrella. Missile strike, it's good not to stay at home or at the shop. If you're good, you can still stop the missile from hitting the house as if it were a human shield. Missile launcher, good to stay in places that do not break in stages or divert them from shots. Beehive disaster, you can escape them using the katana dash. Second, if you find a toxic area and go in and out eating pizza, you won't be harmed by the bees. Third, get the bees to the corner using the rocket jump. You can teleport from the edge of the map, and this will also help you escape them. Hot potato, you can run fast and do a katana dash. You can shoot him with a shotgun, dodging with the frame when he jumps. Epic katana, well, that's obvious, so don't pull it so that the giant katanas don't fall on your head. Second option, when it's pulled it stays in the corners, they don't go to you or the shop, and also dodge. Illumina, do not pull because it explodes and explodes around you. X-bomb, do not stay with the X or plus sign. Second option, you can freeze. Giant noob, first you can jump on the torso and not take damage. Second, just dash the katana and use rock jump afterwards to escape the giant noob. Coil noobs are the same thing I said about noob. Tiny noobs, you can freeze so they can't take damage, or spin so they can't catch you. Third, you use rocket jump. Tanuki, well, if you see strange things you can summon Tanuki, don't touch these things, just use katana and rocket jump. Well, oil is only for use in high places. Secondly, you can use part toxic to avoid damage to the oil. Just don't stay on the ground. We can predict this disaster when you use rocket jump. If you are not teleported, it is obvious that it is this disaster. If you are teleported, it is not it. Ninjas, just dash the shots or dodge the shurikens and use Darkheath to block ninjas. Ghost, first option dash. Second option, stay in part toxic so you don't take a hit. Third option, you can use Ghost to float and be teleported to the middle. Counterfeit coins, look, don't stay in the middle, stay in the corners on the right or left and jump so as not to be attacked. Zerg Luker only uses umbrella. Second, uses umbrella to avoid being hit. Third, uses rocket jump, then Frezzy. Fourth, uses Frezzy to avoid taking damage on the ground. 5, stays in high places, which, if you want to dodge, use the rocket jump and the umbrella to dodge without getting stuck in the wall. There are places where portions are not reaching. Second, use the toxic part to avoid taking damage to the portions. Neon Tropper, just dash the shots. Second, use dash katana and rocket jump for the final shot. Third, use freezing for the final shot to avoid taking damage. Monkey, just don't fall on the bananas or don't touch the monkey because the banana will do 80 damage and the monkey will do 100 damage. Avalanche, you can use umbrella to dodge the snowballs. Second, stay in high and resistant places to avoid taking damage. Explosive noobs, just don't touch them because they will explode. Run as far as possible to use rocket jump and umbrella for them. Bouncer, you can take the bouncer to the corner and rocket jump to teleport to the middle and advance with the katana. Second, use the acid part to avoid taking damage. Magna, for staying in the shop, is also a good option. 3. Do a 360-degree spin so the light doesn't catch you or stand on stable ground. Rising acid only stays in high and stable places to avoid taking damage. 2. Use part toxic to take 7 damage and survive inside rising acid. Rising lava stays in stable places, or when it's not, do an air stall. Flash flood, same thing. The rising acid strategies. Neon blaster just stays end of corner both sides or just do the Frezzy to cross. Rocket noobs should just shoot. You can also use trowel for this. Valve foot soldiers, great. Put them in air stall or places where they can't fall and are stable. Safe zone, go to safe. Option to stay in the rising part and it will not give you damage. Doge, don't run towards him, run away or do air stall in the air to dodge the barks. Tsunami can do the freezing. 2. You can use rocket jump umbrella. 3. High places. Shuriken stay in corners or places with ceilings. UFO you can dodge laser just by using rocket jump, umbrella and shotgun. To use UFO in high places so we can collide and leave it stuck. 3. Dodge. Bombs just jump or air stall. And 9. Just dash with katana or dodge the spears. Yojimbo, if you are a professional and stay under Yojimbo's command, he will not give you damage by dodging attacks or air stall. Spike walls is just to stay in the place where they stop. If you're lucky you pass the wall and stay out. Reaper, you just dodge the 3 magic balls and 1 swoosh on the red blade to dodge. Fireworks, you must pay close attention to where the fireworks will fall. Shedletsky disasters, to dodge just use rocket jump, umbrella, shotgun, bring him to the corner and be teleported right after. Press the button in the corner to avoid dying or staying on the button. Delinquent, to defend himself must use pizza trowel and medikit. Volcano, just get away from it. You can also freeze the volcano so that the blocks fall slowly. Ciders, for ciders, just use pizza and medikit or go to the shop in the upper left corner. Alien invasion, good. If you stay on top of the houses they won't be able to reach you when they are close. 2. Use trowel because some shots from afar won't reach you. 3. Dash as far as possible. To survive a volcano, just get away from it. 2. Just freeze the lava in the volcano to fall slowly. Vampires, just run with the katana. To stay behind a wall so you can use dark hearth and blocks. Giant zombie just does the same strategies as giant noob. The samurais, just run away from them so they can't attack you with swords, and if you use the lightning staff it is also useful. Tetris, just go to a place that has a ceiling. Bombers, just do mid-air stall with umbrella and rocket, coil or freeze to stop the bombs from falling on you. If you want to cause rampage at the moment you can. Tipping block, just dash with katana. 2. Do air stall. 3. Freezing to direct. Polyhex, first freeze the bombs. 2. Do air stall. 3. Dash when it appears. Scoob, stay in the corners. Point 2. Do air stall. Point 3. Or freezing in the air. Poltergeist, just spinning this will help you survive or stay in places that are not breakable. Camera, if you are behind it you will not be able to take a picture. 2. Stay in a position where the camera is visible. Screamer, to counter, give in air stall and bring him to the corner to be teleported. Cactoball, first you stay in the corners. 2. Stay in the shop. Mr. Happy, dash and coil to survive. This disaster stays in the corners or flies over the blaster. Catter Driller, do it by dashing on the map at the time it will spawn. 2. Freezing at the time it will spawn. Pizza Dude, dodge the pizzas, or go to the corner until the end using katana and rocket jump, doing a rotation, and repeat this process several times. Pac-Man Ghosts, stay on the sides of the corners and do air stall or stay in the house. Lumberjack, go both ways. If you are good you can cross the tree. Meteoros, just pay attention to the meteors when they fall. Core Blocks, just dodges and uses the staff. Redcliffe, just dodging and using the staff. Fists of Fury, to dodge just get the timing right and jump with coil. Dynamites, you dash with the katana or do air stall or shop of warning. Giant Gun, use katana to dodge and stay away from the weapon so that it doesn't hit you. Icicles, stand in the corners looking up and go through both routes or be in the place where there is a rooftop to eat pizza and medical kit. Crimson Balrog, you just dash with katana, stay in places where Crimson can't pass even the energy balls. 2. Or use toxic parts so that you only receive 7 without taking damage from the energy balls. Crazy Robloxian, well, if you stay in the shop, he won't reach you. If you stay in the corners, he won't reach you. Black Midge, well, if you do the normal route, like dodging and diverting the magic balls, you can. 2. Use the part toxic for all of her attacks. Booger Flipper, well, if you stay in the corners, they won't hit you. If you stay in the shop, they won't hit you either, or do airstall. I hope you enjoyed it because it took a long time to say all this. Thank you. I'm just an S-rank player, but it's nothing to me, not even my stats are anything to me. What really matters is the experience. Bye.